Now, your internal computer is a really fascinating machine. You're probably already aware that you have a subconscious mind and a conscious mind. Now, your subconscious mind is truly in the driving seat. And this is the part of your mind that runs all your subconscious programming. And 70% of your subconscious programming comes before the age of 7. But that's something that you didn't already know. Now, a lot of these programs that are installed as hardware in your brains that have come before the age of 7 will be from things that you experienced in your surroundings. Things that you have learned and picked up on from teachers, from school friends, from parents, from social situations, from perhaps the television or reading stories. All of the things that were around you at this time will have been inputted into your brain and downloaded there as programs. Now, unfortunately, most of these, and it's through nobody's fault, it's just the way things are, of quite negative programs built around shame and self-doubt and guilt and a lot of the other more negative things. Now, unfortunately, we then spend the rest of our lives living up to these programs because we think that they are true. And after the age of 7, our beliefs are so ingrained that we go through the rest of our life attracting and having experiences that reinforce those programs that have been built in. Now, that might seem really complicated, but if you try and break it down in the sense that all of the things that have happened in your young childhood that have shaped your brain to believe certain things as your own personal truth may not actually be true. For example, if you're told by a teacher at the age of 5, after drawing a picture that they didn't particularly like, that, oh, you're not very creative, are you? And then you maybe overhear a conversation at home where family are talking and you've got siblings and, oh yeah, well, she's not the very creative one, or he's not the brightest one in the family. They're all, very well-meaning people around you that wouldn't have thought for any minute they'd be causing any damage. But all of these things are being programmed into your young mind and you believe them to be true. So then later on in life, when you have opportunities to do something creative or to do something that really, really matches what you feel inside and who you really want to be, those operating systems won't let you do that. You've convinced yourself that you're not creative, that you are too fat, too thin, too tall, too short, not brainy enough, not pretty enough, not smart enough, not creative, not clever, not academic. They're beliefs that are in your system now, and that's it. You'll attract life experiences and people and situations that reflect that belief upon yourself. I'm going to give you an example of just how clever your brain is and just how much it can either help or sabotage you. Now, your brain loves questions. It's like the Riddler. So, for example, if I asked you, what's 5 add 5? You might not be shouting the answer out at your screen, but I guarantee you, your brain, the second the words left my mouth, would have been computing and would have spat an answer out at you. Hopefully the answer's 10, but if it's not, don't worry. It's all good. So that was a quick example of how your brain will be constantly looking for questions that it can answer. Now, the biggest question that most people find in their lives is this. See if it seems familiar to you. Why does this always happen to me? Why me? Why is it always me that gets into these situations? Why do these things always happen to me? Does that sound familiar? Because I can tell you, most people are asking the very same question anytime anything in their life becomes difficult, stressful, pressured, or uncomfortable. Now, the difference is the people that you see out there, maybe on social media, projecting this image of beautiful calm and success. I'll give you a little hint, most of the time it's fake anyway, but the ones that genuinely are achieving these things and that have good well-being and are really resilient and strong, they're asking themselves a different question. They are asking themselves, now how can I improve on that? What have I learned from that? What could I have done better? And how can I make the result different the next time? Can you see the difference? Now, learning to ask a different question is how you change your story. And when we ask ourselves the question, why me? Why is this always happening to me? The answer we often give ourselves is because I'm rubbish and I deserve it. Because I'm not worthy of anything else. because I can't do anything right, so I deserve all the bad things that happen to me. Once we stop asking ourselves that question, we'll stop giving ourselves that answer. If we can switch the question to a more positive and productive one, such as, okay, this has happened to me, I accept that completely, this is life, we have our ups, we have our downs, this is one of the downs, what have I learned from it? What could I do differently? How has it helped me grow? And how can I find some gratitude for this situation that I've been thrown into, because it's helped me learn and grow? Once we change that around, then our neurochemistry will change completely. And when that changes, the chemistry on all the cells in our body changes, and our physiology changes, and our health changes.